What's up, you guys? Kind of been plugging on Facebook that I was going to do a video, so here we go. Right now, this video is solely on the Royal Rumble. I know I have Raw playing in the background, but solely on the Royal Rumble right now. In my opinion, I give the Royal Rumble a B-. It was an okay pay-per-view. A lot of people really don't feel that way. It was either a love thing or a hate thing. I have not met somebody that was just like, it was okay. But that's how I feel. There's a lot of things, a lot of little things that could have made it great, but it did what it needed to do. I'm not going to give analysis on the matches because that's just a lot. But I am going to give my opinion overall about everything. Everyone knows Daniel Bryan retained the World Heavyweight Championship. It was a solid match. What else we can do with two big guys in a steel cage match? Daniel Bryan's getting over as a heel, slowly and slowly, more and more, which it's giving him character, and that's what he needs. He's been lacking a lot of character, and he needs that. 8 Diva tag match. Really don't know why it was put in there. But then again, Beth Phoenix has been off TV for a month and a half now. So I guess she needed that pay-per-view appearance to like, okay, I'm still alive here, because she's been gone for forever. Another thing right after that went right into the John Cena Kane match. But before, they showed a nice little hefty 10-minute promo for John Cena, kind of plugging the whole embracing the hate match with The Rock, all that kind of stuff. And to me, every lengthy promo that comes out for John Cena makes you like him. It's pretty much like you should like him or you feel like a bad person. So, I mean, I watched it, I enjoyed it, and it was good. It was very good, but they just kind of shoved John Cena down our throats on that one, and I didn't appreciate that at all, because it makes it like I don't have the right to not like him. Like, I have the right to not like Alberto Del Rio, but they don't try to push that away from me. Anyway, the John Cena Kane match ended up in a double count out. How the way it ended was okay. For you guys that know, ended up being a brawl outside the ring. They went all the way backstage to Ryder's dressing room. He made him pass out or whatever, and then he wheeled him down to the stage, tombstoned him in front of Eve. The fact that Ryder is now, he has taken his career to a new level for the WWE to use him as a toy for John Cena's storyline is pathetic to me. You made the guy drop the U.S. title, and now you're making him pretty much an asset to a storyline and not really the essential thing to it. So the fact that Ryder's being used as a charm bracelet for John Cena, to me, is just, it's whatever to me. The next thing was Brodus Clay got his pay-per-view match already. Another person that should be thankful to have a pay-per-view match was Drew McIntyre, which supposedly he's supposed to be getting fired and fired and fired and fired and fired. I really don't think that's going to happen, because Drew McIntyre is one of the few guys that can actually wrestle. So I think the storyline is just going to keep going on and on until he proves himself and proves himself and proves himself, which he needs to very, very soon, because this whole, I'll prove this, I'll prove that is getting very boring. Probably the match everyone thought was going to steal the show, and personally I thought did steal the show, was the WWE Championship match against CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler has come very, very, very far from being Nikki from the Spirit Squad. They don't acknowledge that. They they don't say that he was a former tag team champion, but I know that, and I didn't forget it. So since then, he has stepped it up a lot. Even though he still kind of needs Vicky Guerrero to get heat, he's still good. The Stone Cold Steve Austin, crunches and the push-ups and the Ric Flair steps and stuff like that, it only gets you by so far, because they did that because that was their own thing. So sooner or later, you need to start, finding yourself too. So Dolph Ziggler, so far, I really like him. He's one of my favorite heels, and he's a really good worker. Now, what the big buzz was about for the Royal Rumble. It's Tuesday, so it's been 2 days since then. The Royal Rumble was, to me, one of the most disappointing Royal Rumbles I've ever seen. There was at least 9 to 10 wasted spots out of the Royal Rumble. That's 1/3 of the Royal Rumble that was just wasted. 3 of the spots, I can honestly say, were the announcer spots. Booker T coming back last year was incredible. Having Booker T in it again this year was kind of like, couldn't find somebody else, Having Jerry Lawler in it, come on. Having Michael Cole in it, really? Now, the Michael Cole spot that they did was good, but having him in there was a waste of time to me. What would have been really good is, instead of having Michael Cole come out, they had Beth Phoenix come out again. Try to eliminate somebody like she eliminated the Great Khali last year, and then had Karma come out. Because then, not only would it put, the third time that a Diva's ever been in there, it would be the first time ever that 2 Divas were in there, and of course, the Karma and Beth Phoenix feud would initiate for the Divas title. That's what really should have happened. But there's plenty of wasted spots in there. We were supposed to see Ryback come back. Didn't happen. I was really hoping to see The Rock, to be honest. Since Kane beat John Cena, having John Cena come out during the Royal Rumble and then The Rock come out the next entrance later just to eliminate him, and then they brawl out until wherever, that would still, keep that feud fresh in our head. But yet they showed a Rock package, and he won't be around for another month or so. But anyway, plain and simple, wasted spots to me. But I did mark out at least twice. 1, when Karma's music hit, I flipped. 2, when Road Dogg came out, I flipped. Because, seeing a crotch shot on TV was incredible. But having Sheamus win the Royal Rumble was a shock to everybody, whether if you like it or you hate it, it was a shock. And they meant that. Vince McMahon loves the Royal Rumble because it always leads up to surprise. And the fact that we all knew, and development knew that Chris Jericho was going to win, it was only about Friday night that they read in that Sheamus was going to win. Which is interesting because Saturday was his birthday and then Sunday was the Royal Rumble. So he had a nice birthday present, courtesy of the WWE. So Sheamus won. We don't know who he's going to go against yet, but it should be interesting. But that's my take on the Royal Rumble. Like I said, B minus. For anyone that cares, there was a dark match. It was Yoshitatsu and Heath Slater. You know who won that, so I don't even have to say. But I'm trying to keep this under a 10-minute mark. So I will catch you later on my review on the following Raw and on to the road of WrestleMania. See you guys.